My name is Lindsay Boris. I'm a physical therapist, and I've been a therapist for about 11 and a half years. I primarily work with adults with special needs and developmental disabilities, but then I also work with kids with disabilities as well.
So it sounds like being a physical therapist, you encounter the importance of how your body moves, what you need to do to keep it strong, and how that affects people in their day-to-day life, correct?
Correct. Yes. Basically, my entire job is helping people be able to move and be able to better life through that.
So as a healthcare professional dealing specifically with the movement of the body, what have you observed as the main benefits of exercise as it plays into people's ability to be mobile and function and use their bodies?
Well, being physically active really helps with your joint and muscle flexibility. It also helps with circulation. So if you're staying still too long and not moving around, a lot of people get some swelling in their feet and ankles and lower legs, even in their hands. I find that you need to be moving in order to keep your endurance and your muscle strength. And otherwise you start to slowly lose all that strength, and then you'll slowly start to lose your ability to do certain activities. We find with people who aren't moving around as much, their balance is also impaired. So then we're seeing more falls happening as a result. So I think it's a little combination of losing some of that flexibility, losing some strength, losing some balance, and they go to do something that they used to be able to do when they were more active, and all of a sudden they're having difficulties with it and even falling and injuring themselves.
How can self-care and regular fitness help to combat that deconditioning where you need to go to physical therapy because just as a direct result of not using your bodies?
So I found that myself personally, and with also patients that I've treated before the pandemic, everyone kind of had their regular routine, things they did, and that routine in itself is part of self-care. And just having your regular routine, you know what makes you happy, you know all the things you need to do, and all of a sudden we had a complete stop and halt in our regular routines in every aspect of our lives. So then it was a big focus on just, am I having to work from home now? Do I have to go in and do I have to wear all this PPE? Do I have to do this? Do I have kids at home that I have to prioritize and take care of? So everything got mixed up, and now our priorities and self-care and what we need to do for ourselves, whether it be doing some kind of crafting that helps you feel good, whether it's working out. That was my big thing for me. My self-care is working out regularly. And that kind of went to the wayside because now I'm working a little bit longer hours. I'm more tired when I get home. I just feel like I don't have the energy. And then that kind of spirals in. So I'm imagining it happens with a lot of people because I know I personally experienced it. And when you start to kind of get out of that routine and out of your cycle where your mental health just isn't the same. You're not as happy and just willing to go and do something. You're just like, I just don't have the energy anymore to do this thing. However, not doing that is kind of causing this downward spiral cycle effect.
It's difficult because in the pandemic, we're faced with all these additional obstacles that get in the way of us pursuing self-care, but it sounds like it's more necessary than ever.
Yes, definitely. I have found I really struggled with that work-life self-care balance in the beginning of the pandemic, but I've actually found a way to be able to incorporate better, and I'm making it more of a priority in my routine. And I'm finding it's helping me in a bunch of different ways, not only just feeling better physically, but mentally. I'm in a much better place than I was a few months ago. And I'm more willing to now want to do other things and maybe eat better even. So I started with trying to be, let's try to just work out a couple days a week, maybe just try one. And then I was like, oh, I can do two. And then, once I started getting into that, and I'm like, I really want to maybe go for some walks or eat better, or you know what, I'm going to go and clean this thing in my house now because I'm in a little bit better mood today, and not just wanting to sit on the couch and binge watch Netflix.
So starting good habits just became a snowball effect to continue those habits and then add more healthy habits that just improved your quality of life.
Yeah, just like stopping everything was a snowball effect, it also worked in reverse.
Isn't it funny how it works both ways that way?
Yeah, I was really happy that I was able to pick that back up because I like to practice what I preach. So if I'm going to tell my patients they need to do all of this stuff, I'm like, I need to start doing this for myself as well.
Absolutely. And just, so everybody knows, you are also a member of Girl Fight Fitness. You've been using our online workouts, both our live workouts and our recorded workouts. So what has your experience been with using online classes at home?
I actually really like the online classes because the population of people that I treat are at an extremely high risk for COVID. I personally feel like I don't feel safe going out and doing a lot of things that may be considered safe. So even going out to eat at restaurants, including going in person in the gym. So it's not just, I don't feel safe going to the gym. I don't feel safe going and doing some of these other things. And that's my own choice because I really care about all the people that I treat and support. So being able to work out at home has been great and I know I've tried before where, oh, there's this YouTube workout. I'm just going to go do one of these workouts every single day. And you're great for like till day 3. And then it just goes away because something comes up and then you just are like, I'm not going to do it. And I love the accountability of we have a class on this day at this time. I got to sign in. There's somebody live on the other side talking to me. I can see other people that are working out with me. And so it just gives me a little bit of motivation. The classes are kind of small, so it's nice. And so the instructors are actually able to watch and give live feedback. So I'm feeling like I'm able to have my form corrected, where with just a pre-recorded workout, I don't know if I'm doing it wrong. No one's telling me I'm doing it wrong. So, and I don't know, it's really great. I suddenly have that excitement to be like, oh, I got to leave work so I can go do this workout. And it just puts me in a really great mood. And that really helped me get into that routine and just be excited about exercising and working out again. Personally, for me, I like being able, because I work 45 minutes from home. And if it's bad weather, it takes me even longer. And sometimes I work late, like yesterday, but I get home and I don't have to worry about even just driving straight to the gym, which is farther from home for me, or, going home and changing and then leaving. I can run home, throw my stuff down, throw clothes on, sign in. Like the minute I leave, I'm in the parking lot, I'll log and I'll register for that online class. Cause I'm like, okay, now I definitely know I can make it home. I'm gonna sign in for that, change real quick, run in here, do my workout, and I'm fine. I'm looking forward to eventually in person on the weekends, but I love the weekday because then if I'm taking the class and then by the time I get there, take the class, come home, kind of settle down, get dinner, it's just like, it's a long day.
Yeah.
And I like being able to all right, I'm done, shut it off, walk right into the, okay, let's go make dinner. Like it just saves an extra like half hour of traveling time. And it's like, it makes me want to do it more. Cause sometimes after a long day, I'm like, I just want to go home and make dinner. But I'm like, no, I can go home and do this real quick. I can do that. Like it helps to motivate a little bit more to do it.
So what would you say to somebody who might be on the fence about trying workouts with us or any physical fitness for that matter, not necessarily us, but somebody who's looking to get started in a routine might be discouraged because they've spent the last 9 months on their butts, not doing anything. What would you say to them?
My advice would be, you don't know unless you try it. So if you are just scared to try, you're never going to go ahead and reach those goals if you're not going to take that first step and at least sign up and give it a try. Worst thing is that it doesn't work for you, but honestly, I wasn't 100% sure how I'd feel about online workouts because I love so much that hands-on, just like I do with my therapy, but I really, really enjoy it. And it's actually helped me thrive during all of this. The biggest thing I feel as a physical therapist that I could tell anybody right now is to just try to keep active, move, whatever it is. If it's doing yoga, if it's going for a walk, if it's just doing quick little things. You don't have to sit and do an hour-long workout. Just short, quick little things here and there, fit it into your regular schedule. Try to build a routine with it. That's just going to be the best way you're going to be successful with it.